there's something we need to talk about, and that's nostalgia. It's great when used sparingly, but ever since the end of lockdown, it seems that everyone is feeling nostalgic. Whether it's the 80s with the millennials, or the early 2000s with Gen Z, it just seems that it's everywhere. And my god, they've even revived characters that have been dead for 10 years.
And it confirms the worst. Somehow, Palpatine returned.
It's just insane the amount of nostalgia bait used in today's media. You've got games re-releasing that came out over 10 years ago that don't include sequels, by the way. So yes, I hate to say it, but GTA 6 you do get a pass today. But they're planning to revive fucking Ice Age. I mean, the last time I saw Ice Age, they were being invaded by aliens and there were space rocks that made people young. I'm not really sure. I'm not really clued up on the Ice Age lore, but I'm pretty sure there's nowhere else to go during the Ice Age, other than backwards, surely, because I mean they've just been invaded by aliens, right? The first movie was a simple movie about a sloth and a mammal, a sloth and a mammoth, looking after the first ever human child they encounter, because bad tigers, right? And now, I mean, they've got fucking aliens. Where do you go other than backwards, surely? Well, it doesn't help that Disney just brought them out, so you know, Disney, the cash cows they are going to keep feeding you your nostalgia slop. And the Black Ops 2 re-release, my god, that is the most disgusting thing of all. I mean, you're paying full price, albeit there are some discounts on it right now on the PlayStation Store, but I'm pretty sure it's only for PlayStation Plus members. They're feeding you a full-priced game, which, by the way, they still release a game yearly for a game that came out in 2012, I want to say. It's crazy because, you know, as much as you want to say it's been revived due to the fact that obviously people enjoy the game, which is probably true, I won't lie, they could have easily just reinstated the old servers and let everyone be happy. But no, they're not going to do that because it's Call of fucking Duty. They're going to charge full price for an old game that you can still play, I'm pretty sure of it, just so you can get your fix of Call of Duty in, instead of even bothering to make a brand new game which has the same quality. The reason people are looking towards older media is not because that they are feeling nostalgic or everything was so much better back then, because, I mean, it probably was, and from what I know, it is. It's due to the fact that companies these days just feed absolute slop that is not timeless. It has a very limited time run on it. My proof of this is purely Marvel. I mean, you look at anything during the multiverse saga, which they've basically just invented to sell crap and nostalgia, so people will suckle from the teat of the nostalgia cow.
Don't cry, little boy. Uncle Monger's got enough
Nostalgia Slop.
to feed you your entire life. Jerry, bring over the feed hose ASAP. The boy's hungry.
If you watch Spider-Man No Way Home, out of the cinema, on DVD, at home, by yourself, it's a horrible film. It's boring, there's nothing to be excited about, because you realise you are just getting excited over some man who you haven't seen probably either ever on the screen or in 10 years. And you're excited over him because Marvel tells you you should be excited about these kinds of things because they're big cinema moments. Well, they're not big cinema moments, they're just an easy cash grab that you have attempted to do on people. And, well, yeah, sometimes it works. No Way Home was brilliant in the cinema when I went and watched it, but then when I got home, it wasn't so brilliant. Do you know why? Because the hype was dead. I was watching the first half of the film thinking, Jesus Christ, when does Toby and Andrew get on the screen? And when they finally got on the screen, I realised, at home, there's a whole 5 seconds of silence as they come out. Wait, it's just some random guy. It's like you knew people were going to cheer and scream in the cinema, which is fair. I mean, people cheer and scream in the cinema. But, my god, you are trying so hard. And now with Avengers Doomsday around the corner, reviving the X-Men franchise, I mean, what more is there to say? But this multiverse saga is literally playing you like a fiddle. I'm not being funny, but the audience, just as much as Marvel, killed X-Men. X-Men went downhill, and you guys were giving it horrible reviews, which is fair, because some of the last films were horrible. But you killed that franchise too. Let's not forget X-Men Origins Wolverine. let's not forget all the X-Men films that received less than decent ratings. You killed those films just as much as Marvel did. And I want to say, feeling nostalgic for the original ones, that's fair. Go and watch the original ones. Don't revive the actors, who some of them are 80 years old, to come back and fulfill your needs of a nostalgia slop experience. Instead, maybe ask Marvel, we would love to see the X-Men, but a new cast, which I'm sure some people out there actually want. But Marvel don't listen to that. They listen to the general audience, the people who speak the loudest on social media. And would you know it, for years and years people have been raving about the return of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine or the old X-Men, and they've finally done it. And now they're doing it, everyone seems to be, well, annoyed. And I'm not being funny, you guys asked for this and Marvel have delivered, only because it was purely the easiest option and the one that was cried for the loudest. So just remember, next time you go asking for someone to revive something, maybe your franchises you love dearly are better left where they were, because I guarantee you right now, after Doomsday comes out and you go home and watch it, it's going to be a pile of crap. And not even to mention, the nostalgia trip doesn't just end in media, it also continues into your personal life with the items and food and drink and companies you buy from. Look no further than examples of Pepsi. I mean, they've just changed their brand logo to realign with their new personal messages, or some hippie crap like that. The reason they've changed this was because they wanted to cash in on the old logo so that people who are feeling nostalgic would go, oh yeah, that's the Pepsi I know. I mean, they're trying to cater their audience towards a younger generation, hence why they've switched mainly towards the Pepsi Max product as their poster boy of products. It's because they're trying to market towards a younger audience, and they said themselves, Gen Z aren't interested in drinks with sugar in them. So it is Gen Z alone who are inducing this wave of nostalgia slop. And I'd like to say it has something to do with the attention span that TikTok gives you, but, you know, it's not fair to go blaming TikTok. But then again, I mean, with TikTok, something's popular for 5 minutes, and then 20 minutes later, it's down the hole. I saw a video on TikTok the other day and it had 600,000 likes, and I thought to myself, wow, if that was a Vine, I would have heard all about it. But I don't think anyone had heard about it. I don't know anyone in my friendship group that had heard about it. I don't know anyone in my life that had heard about it. And Pepsi are trying to market towards the youth, which is true. And by implementing zero sugar flavours doesn't do such a thing. Some people enjoy their sugar. Don't get me wrong, I love Pepsi Max. It's probably one of my favourite drinks. I have about 2 a day. I won't even lie to you. I'm addicted to Pepsi Max. It's beautiful. But, I mean, if you want to market towards a younger audience, maybe look towards industries that do currently market towards young children. New industries that market towards young children. Ask our government. They're very insistent that vapes do. So why don't you look towards them and add nicotine into your products instead of caffeine and aspartame, which I'm pretty sure is just as much addictive and just as bad for you. Anyway, my takeaway from this is don't fall for the nostalgia cash cow. As with Spider-Man No Way Home, I already said, it's slop being made to fed an audience, enjoyed 1 or 2 times and then forgotten, albeit billion-dollar slop. It's still not supposed to last or have a cinematic legacy. Notice how brilliant, cinematically held films never get remakes. Well, sometimes they do, and the remakes are absolutely awful. But examples like Wizard of Oz, they do get the legacy sequel, as some people call it, but it's still not the same. And again, the legacy sequels, prequels, I should say, aren't even connected to that film, technically. So, you know, they leave the cinematic history where it is. Anyway, I've been Mr. 4 Cheese Whopper. You've been very attentive. And whilst you're at it, why don't you go down, drop a like, maybe subscribe if you'd like to do so, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!